Okay, so I remember I made a video, and the video was mainly for students on how to fill the DS160, and I chose students. So in this video, we are going to talk about how to fill the DS160 as a B1, B2 applicant. So without wasting much time, let's go right into the video and let's see how you can fill your DS160 form on your own. Okay, and if you need any help after filling, you want me to review it, you know where to find me, right? My email is in the description. You just send me an email and I just look through your DS160 for you before you make the final submission. So let's go right into it, and make sure if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Okay, make sure to do that right away, right now. I'm waiting for you. If you haven't subscribed, do that. And if you haven't liked, like this video right now. Okay, so as always, we start straight from Google. So that's where we are going to start from. So on Google, you type CEAC, which is Consular Electronic Application Center, and you just double click. Okay, so it will bring you to this interface. And so this interface, you see non-immigrant and immigrant. So you hit the DS160 online non-immigrant. B1, B2 is a non-immigrant visa application. Now you're going to see this as you saw the last time. Okay, so what you have to do for B1, B2, you already know all these things. So you write down the application ID and you save your application frequently. These are the two rules. Okay, and if you want to check, we are not going to go there. But yeah, the first thing you have to do is to select your country. So I select my country, Ghana, Accra. Then you type this code right in here. See, K8. Don't hit enter. If you hit enter, it's going to take you to a whole new different interface. So always don't hit enter. Okay, just after you are done, go here manually and click start an application, because if you hit enter, it's going to send you to the frequently asked questions, and you don't want to go there. Or you can go there and check things, but don't hit enter if you want to fill your DS160. So start an application. So here you are going to be given application ID. So you write the application ID somewhere. So let's write it down, or you can print it, which I'm going to show you right now. So I'm writing the application ID down really quick. Okay, so write it down in a safe place because you will always need it in future. Okay, so you hit I agree. And if you don't want to type it, or if you are busy and you don't want to type it, you can print it and save it. You save it on your computer, you just save it. Okay. So you can save it. Now you come here, the security question, what's the name of your mother's mother? If you want to change it, you can change it to any security question. Childhood friend, let's make it Peter, but you have to write it down, or you have to remember it, because anytime they will need it. Okay, continue application. Now this is the interface of the DS160. Very simple. And as I always say, it is very simple to fill it. So you're not going to waste time filling this. It's going to take a few minutes and you fill it. Okay, so surname, given names. Given names is always your first name and your last name, your middle name, and your surname is your last name. Okay, full name in native alphabets does not apply. Have you ever used other names? No. If you have used other names, maybe you are married now and you've taken your husband's name. Yeah, you've changed your name legally, so you can say yes and provide your other names, the name you used to use. Okay, but now for me, no, I've used this name since I was a child. So do you have any telecode that represents your name? No. Sex, are you a male or a female? Male. Single. So you type your date of birth in here. You type the city in which you were born. The city should be the same thing as your passport. On your passport, you're going to see the city of birth. Use that same city. Where's my passport? Yeah. So So I can't find my passport, but use that same city on your passport. If there's a city on your passport, use that same thing. State or province. Ghana doesn't have a state, so does not apply. And country, Ghana. And you save it always. Save it always. Continue application. Personal too. So just like that, we are almost done with the first part. So it's very easy. Country, you select your country again, Ghana. If you are currently in Germany, you choose your country. India, you choose India. Do you hold or have held any nationality apart from Ghana? If it is yes, you type yes and you hit that nationality, the new country. But if it's no, you hit no. Are you a permanent resident of a country other than the one listed above? No. National identification number. For Ghana, we have something we call the Ghana card. So you type that information right on here. And US security, social security number does not apply. US taxpayer ID does not apply. You save it. So just like that, you can see we are done with the personal section. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sections in total, and just like that, we are done with the first section. The second section is the travel. So he said, what is the purpose of trip to the US? Since you are traveling as a visitor, and since this video is about B1, B2, I'll hit B visa. Okay. Have you made any specific travel plans? If it's yes, you choose yes. So yes. Date of arrival, you choose your date of arrival. Let's say you want to travel on June 3rd, 2026. Okay. Arrival flight, maybe you already reserved, let's say Qatar Airlines, right? And arrival city, maybe you're going to New York. So you hit New York. Date of departure from the US, when do you want to leave? Maybe you're going to spend 2 weeks here, so 14 plus 2 give you 17. So you leave on the 17th of June 2026. Departure flight, you can use the same airline. Departure city, New York. Provide the locations you plan to visit in the US. You want to visit New York. Okay, so address where you will stay in the US. Maybe you're coming to a friend or you're coming to visit somebody. You put that address here. Or maybe you've already booked a hotel. You don't know anyone there. You book the hotel, put the hotel's address there. So maybe I know a friend here already, right? So if I know a friend, then I'll put the friend's address there. Maybe there's the friend's address. If it's a hotel, put the hotel address there. City, let's say the person is in New York. State, New York. Zip code, you put the person's zip code. They ask the person is going to give you the zip code. Who is paying for the trip? If you're paying for yourself, you choose self. But if somebody is paying for you, you choose other person. And you fill the person's details here. Okay, if you are paying for yourself, in this case, you are paying for yourself, so you choose self. And you hit save. And they said something I haven't completed, specify. Okay, so since it's a business trip, it's B1/B2. So B1/B2. If it's a conference, it's just B1. If it's medical treatment, it's B2. But if it's tourism, you're coming to watch the World Cup, you're coming to do something, you're coming to visit somebody, is B1/B2. So choose that one and you save it as always. And you hit continue application. And you go to the next part, which is the travel companions. Are you traveling with somebody? Maybe you're going alone. No. Save. Continue application. So just like that, we are done with 3 parts. A few more parts to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more parts to go. So have you ever been in the US? No. If it's yes, you choose yes. They'll ask you about the date you arrived and the length of stay. If it's no, you choose no. Have you ever been issued a US visa? No. Have you ever been refused a visa? If it's your first time, obviously no. If it's yes, you explain why you were refused. But if it's no, you choose no. Has anyone filed an immigrant petition on your behalf? Has someone filed? If it's no, you choose no. If yes, they're going to ask you about the details. Explain. So yeah, no. Then you save it. And just like that, we are done with the fourth part. So it's not as difficult as people think it is. Okay, you just fill it on your by yourself. So home address, where you stay currently in your current country. Okay, maybe you are a Ghanaian and you've stayed in let's say London, or you stayed in England for the past 10 years, so you have to use that address you've been staying at. But if you're Ghanaian, you stay in Ghana, you use your current address. So you type the address in Ghana, maybe 200 streets north, I don't know, and you type this, maybe it's in Abuakwa. Abuakwa is a place in Ghana, so you type it. City, you type the city which you are staying, Kumasi. State or province, Ghana doesn't have a state, so you choose does not apply. Zip code, no zip code. Many people type +233. +233 is not a zip code, so avoid that. It's not a zip code. It's very important. So country or region is Ghana. Is your mailing address the same as your home address? This means if they want to send you something, is it the same place you stay? Like where you stay, is it the same place like they have to mail things to you? Or is it the same place you've been staying? Yeah, basically. So if it's yes, you choose yes. Okay. Your phone number, you write down your phone number. Maybe 0244242536. So you type it there. And you type, if you have any other number, you type it as well. Work phone number. Do you have a work phone number? If no, you just choose no. So just like that, we are done. We are almost done. Have you ever used any other numbers? No. If it's yes, you type yes. They are going to ask you about the number. You put your email address in there really quick. Have you used any other email addresses? If it's yes, you choose yes and you put it there. But there's a social media part, and this is where I need you to pay attention really quick. Someone asked me a question recently and I felt it was a good question. So let me address it really quick. So when they ask you about your social media name on your DS160, don't use just your name, because if you just use Nathaniel Jatin, for my name especially, also I think I'm the only one called that name in the world. But if you maybe your name is Emmanuel Owusu, thousands of people have that name. Okay, so the best thing is to use your username, your social media username. Okay, use that, and it's written here. But if you've already filled your DS160 and you already used your name, I think that is okay. You don't have to stress by changing it. Stress alone would like get you more nervous, and eventually, if you are more nervous, you can't really talk, express yourself. So don't overthink about these things. But if you are yet to fill it, use your username, because username is special to you alone. It doesn't like everyone has a special username for social media, but for the name, your name is quite, So you use your social media username, since it's written here. So you use your username. So maybe you have a YouTube account. You use your YouTube account username. So I think my YouTube is with that username. So if you have any other accounts, you choose that as well. You have a Facebook account, you use your Facebook username as well. So my Facebook username, you use it as well. So that's your username. So Very important, don't use your name during that. Use your username, because username is special, and if you use your name, many people have your name in the world, so use your username. And maybe you have a LinkedIn account. See, okay, so you choose your LinkedIn, you use your LinkedIn. Let me use subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, do that right now. Okay, so you are done with that. So use your username, which is very important. Do you wish to provide information about your presence on other websites? If you have any website or any application that is not listed here, you can do that here as well. You can say yes. And this additional social media platform, maybe you have a TikTok account, you are doing perfect on TikTok but not other social media account, you can put TikTok, and you put your TikTok handle also there. Yep, so you save it and you are done. It's because I'm talking, that is why this video is long. I can use the like 10 minutes to fill a DS160 form, so it's not difficult. So passport, now you get your passport. Okay, you get your passport, so your passport should be close to you. You choose regular. Most people have a regular passport. You write a passport document number. Now on the bio page of your passport, the top right, you're going to see, mostly it's top right, you're going to see your passport number, document number. So you write it, you put it there. Passport book number. Many countries do not have a passport book number, especially in Africa. Many countries do not have that. But if you see any number aside this, then that is your passport book number, especially on the first page when you open your passport. But most countries, especially Ghana, we don't have, so it does not apply. City is on the passport. Okay, don't use it. So on the passport, what is the city on the passport? State is shown on the passport. There is no state. So date of issuance is also on the passport, so you put what is on the passport on there. Okay, if your passport doesn't expire, if it's special, you choose no expiration, but most passports expire. So have you ever lost a passport or had it stolen? You can choose no. Save it. You are done with the C part. So this is really quick. Okay, contact person or organization in the US. So if you're coming to visit someone, if you're coming to visit a friend, you put the friend's name there. If you're coming to visit a family member, you put the family member's name there. So let's say I'm coming to visit a family member whose name is Dawao. Dawao. And the surname is Khan. So I'm coming to visit Dawao Khan in the US, so I'll put his name there. If you are coming because of an organization, you put the organization's name here. Relationship to you, maybe it's your friend, you put the friend there. You put his address there. If it's your spouse or your wife, you put your spouse there, and you put your spouse name there. So yeah, so the address where he stays in the US. Put it the city, let's say the person is in New York because that's where you're coming to visit. States, still New York. Zip code, you type the person's zip code there. The person's number, you type it there as well. The person's email address, if you know, you type it there as well. That's gmail.com. If you don't know, you choose does not apply. You save it again. Okay, organization's name. Let's see. Okay, organization name, you have to choose. Yeah, because you're not coming because of an organization, you're coming because of your friend who is Khan. So yeah, you save it and see if we still have a mistake here. Okay, So I chose spouse and it's giving me a red flag. You know why? It's because in the beginning I told them that I was not married, I'm single. So how do you have a spouse? So yeah, it's connected. So let's choose another thing. Let's say friend. Okay, but yeah, friend. So now I think it's okay. Yep. So we are done. Let's go to the next one. We are almost done. Okay, so your father's full name and date of birth, your mother's full name and date of birth. So you put it there really quick. Let me put in any name there. I don't do, yeah. So your father's date of birth, you put it there also really quick. Hey, 2023. 2023. Okay, is your father in the US? You put no. If your father is not in the US, you go same thing with your mother. You put your mother's name there as well. Put your mother's date of birth there as well. Oh, why do I like put in 2000? Is your mother in the US? No. Do you have any relatives, immediate relatives, not including parents in the US? If you have relatives, you put yes and you fill their details. If you don't have any relative, you put no. Do you have any other relatives? You put no. Okay, so we are done with this part. Continue. So let's go to the next part, work, education, training. So primary occupation, this is one of the most important part of the DS160 because the rest they were asking about your personal details, so you already know that. So it's not very the occupation. Where do you work right now? So you work in the medical or health sector. Where do you work? Which hospital do you work? Yeah, so you put your hospital, your school name there. Maybe you work at, let's say, Confuanoche Hospital. So you put it there, go online, get the address of the hospital. You put it there as well. Let's put Bantama Highway. I don't know the address, and city, you put it there as well. And state does not apply. If you have a state, put it there. Zip code again, don't put +233 for Ghanaians. We don't have a zip code. Number, you put the hospital's work number there. They mostly have that online, so you put it there. And start date, when did you start? You put it there as well. And maybe you started 2 years ago. And the income, maybe you get in your local currency, not in dollars. So in your local currency, maybe you get 7,000 cedis or 7,000 rupees or 7,000 naira or 7,000 yuan. So you put it there and you will describe your duties. What do you do in the hospital? I take care of patients, give them the best care possible. So you put what you do there. And make sure it is reasonable as well. So put what you want to do there or what you do in the yeah, you perform surgeries. So, or you can make it in points, simple points. I perform surgeries, help patients recover. I do this, I do that. So let them know what you do in the hospital or something. So let me save it. So we are done with this part. But remember what you put here, because they might ask you that what have you been doing during your visa interview. And if you go there and you say something else which is not related to health and what you've been doing is inconsistent. And as I said in my previous video, inconsistency, denial. So yeah, let's go straight into it. We are done. So they are going to ask you, were you previously employed? If you're previously employed before your current employment, just write yes. And they are going to ask you the details again. Maybe you were a doctor in another company or in another hospital. You fill all the details just like we did. And what did you do? And yeah, and you also have to write your supervisor's name who supervised you. Maybe you worked under somebody, so you write it down. But let's choose no for the time. And have you attended any educational institution at a secondary level or above? Choose yes if you've completed university and high school. So you put your high school. You first try the university, so put your university there and your course of study and everything. Maybe you went to KNUST, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. You put the address there as well. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, so city. And if you need any help with filling everything, you can read this information. It's going to also help you as well. Okay. City, you put the city there. States, Ghana doesn't have a state, no province. Course of study, which course did you study in that school? Maybe you did medicine. From date, maybe you started in 2018 and you completed in, let's say, 2022 or 2024. So you put it there. So you are done. You continue application. But after you put, is it post secondary level or above? So you have to put your secondary level as well. So you go down here, you add another, and you put your high school details also here. Where did you go for high school and other things? You put it there. Maybe you went to the best school in Ghana, Opokuwari School. So you put it there and you fill all the details. But for now and the time, I'm going to choose no. So you save it and you are done. Okay. So additional information. And this is the part I really love during the whole thing. So, do you belong to any clan or tribe? No. Yes. Sorry. Yes. So, which tribe do you belong to? I can. You put the tribe there. Provide a list of languages you speak. You put your language's name. I speak Cree. I speak English. I speak French. So you put all the languages there as well. So have you ever traveled to any other countries within the last 5 years? If it's yes, you choose yes and you choose the country. If it's no, you choose no. Have you belonged to any or contributed to any charitable organization? You choose yes. Which organization? Any organization. Women of Valor. Something. You can add any organization you belong to. Youth for Change movement. That was an organization I formed when I was 18 years in Ghana, which did a lot. So yeah, do you have any specialized? Nope. So you rated nope, but most of them. Have you ever served in the military? Nope. Have you been involved in any paramilitary unit? Nope. So you are done. Save. Continue application. You go to the next part. Communicable disease, no. Mental or physical disorder, no. Drug abuse, no. So yeah, you go to the next part. You save. You always save as well. So no, nope, nope. Have you ever involved in nope? Money laundering, nope, 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 nope. So you save it. But make sure you read it. If it's yes, you choose yes. But for the time and other things. So sabotage, nope. Terrorist, nope. Financial assistance to terrorist, nope. Terrorist organization, nope. Do you have a son in terrorist? Nope. Nope. Genocide, nope. 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 Someone might be wondering why they're asking you these questions. You would never know until you get into trouble. Yeah. So when you get in trouble, that's when the law starts coming into touch you. So nope, 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 nope. Yeah, nope, nope, nope. Continue application. So we are basically done with all the 10 parts. Just quick, this quick. So let's say you are working on it and something happens. Now the next part is the photo section, right? We are going to upload our photo, but let's say something happens. Okay, something happens and it goes off. Let's see, leave, oh, let me Google. Okay, something happens and it goes off, or you are tired, you want to continue later on, so it goes off. So how do you get back there? Still type CEAC as you remember, Consular Electronic Application Center, DS160. Now you put your country there again and you type in the code right here, this code 9YXH, and you don't have to hit enter. I'll say this. So you don't have to start an application, you have to retrieve an application. So you retrieve it. Your application ID, which you wrote down, is 11AA00FHN9RB. You retrieve application. First 5 letters of surname, JYART. Year of birth, what year did I choose? 2000. All right. And what was the name of your favorite friend? We wrote it down. I wrote Peter, and you retrieve application. So it comes back to where we stopped. Okay, so let's go to the photo section. Let's upload our photo. Choose file. Let's go to desktop. Let's see, desktop. So I'm trying to get a photo for, yep. There's not a legit photo, but because of my smile, we don't have to smile, but this passes quality standards. So, but you don't have to smile in your passport. You know how we take passports. Yeah. So yeah, you use that, but I don't know why it passed. I don't know whether you can use it, but it passed. So let's continue. So you go to review. We are reviewing everything. Okay, save. Let me save it first. Then continue application. Then you go to review. Okay. So whatever you failed, you look through very, very well. And as I said again, if you think you want me to review it for you, I can. So I'll just do that for you, but it's not for free though, so I just have to let you know for that. And I'll go through everything for you step by step to see whether there is a mistake and how you can answer the questions during your visa interview. So just reach out to me. Okay, so you review. Oh, everything is okay, everything is okay, everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. So let's see. Current location. Oh, everything is okay. So sign and submit. So here you enter your passport number. You enter your passport number and you put the code here. AP, but you have to check this one. And did anyone assist you in filling? No. And you have to enter the code. Okay, then you sign and you hit sign and submit application. That is it. I don't remember the passport number I put here, so they are not going to accept it when I click, but it has to be the same thing as you put there. I don't remember, so if they are not the same, they are not going to accept it. So yeah, you see the red thing, it's not correct, and I don't remember. If I remember, then I'll put it there, then I'll submit it just like this. But that is how you have to do it. You hit the code, and that is it for the DS160. It's nothing very difficult, it's nothing very overwhelming. You submitted it. Then after that, you create an account with this. I'm going to make another video on that, but you create an account for IVITS. There's IVITS sign-in. For other countries, they use, if your country is using IVITS, this is where you have to come to and create an account. But if your country is using traveled, or the old one, which I'm going to show you very soon, you go there and you book an appointment. Again, if you can't do that, just let me know. So there's the interface. If you don't have an account, you choose new user, create an account. So you put you create an account here, then you book a date. That is when you have to pay the MRV fee. But when you are filling your DS160 form, you don't need to pay any fee. You can just submit it. Okay, yeah. So we are done with this part. And if you are in countries that do not use the AVITs, so check. For Ghana, we use the AVITs, but what was the name? I've forgotten. It's been a long time since I went there to book an appointment for somebody, so I've forgotten a little bit. But let me see. US visa. Yeah, US travel.doors. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is the place. So US travel.doors. You come here, you choose your country. Maybe you are in Switzerland. Okay, so you go here as you choose your country. Switzerland. So you choose your country and you choose the non-immigrant visa. So it will take you straight to where you want to book an appointment. But this is where you have to go to book an appointment with other countries. But we use the AVIT for other countries. So we are done with the DS160. If you have any questions, you just let me know. But for now, this is everything about the DS160. You can see it's not as difficult as people think it is. You can do it on your own. Just do it. You can. Okay. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I'll see you in another video. Peace.